From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Glad to have you all with us for another dose of NFL action. Kate Scott and Brock Heward here in the booth for you. And Brock, if the build-up to kickoff has been any indication this week, man, we're in store for a good one.
Yeah, we never have an NFL game without the two sides doing a little jawing in the days leading up to it. It's the game before the game. Any edge that you could create. But now, well, now it's the time to kick it off, where you actually take care of business on the field, and you know that both sides are ready to go.
Ball is teed up. It's their punter, Tory Taylor, to do the honors. And we're off from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Sprout in the air to start us off. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense in the hurry up here. Sprout throwing here on first. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making were to check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's keeping it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He's on the move. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
To throw here on 1st down. It is down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Completed to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Here's a give up the middle. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More Madden Ultimate Team action coming up on EA Sports. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. On second and less than a yard. He brings it in. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And this won't amount to much. Tackled after a small run to the 32. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 8. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down. They're going for this. He connects with the rookie from LSU. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs hoping to take a lead going into the break. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Catch made by Bucky Irving. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down from the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were... The interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
First down, Stroud. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks a little short of that 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Buys time, rolling right. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this one kicks out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but a tough spot now after a massive loss. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Back to throw, Stroud. That's Thomas, he's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. Looking to throw, Stroud. He connects downfield all four. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Bucky Irving now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Throwing on 2nd and 6. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first.
Touchdown, Kansas City! Setting up to try the point after. And the extra point is no good. So potentially a key tally kept off the scoreboard, Brock. Going to see how and if this comes into play later in the second half. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Stroud. On the move, headed right. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. He's throwing for it. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion try is good. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. Into the hands of Neighbors. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Houston touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. He's throwing deep to the left side. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. The 50. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he'll go out of bounds with more than half the work done. Offense in enemy territory to begin the series at the 45-yard line.
In his mind, when he hit the Jets and hit that right sideline, he thought he had himself a touchdown. He beat the coverage unit clean, and there was a whole bunch of green grass. Still, an excellent return to be proud of, and really setting this offense up now for some success.
Stroud off the play fake. catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one misses the tight end. So it'll be second down. On play action, here's Stroud. He rolls to his right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that brings up fourth and long. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. And the Chiefs make the play that should win them this game. Chiefs leading by 7. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First down, and they go. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Texans grab it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Here he is to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their end of this game. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. First and 10. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Final timeout called by the Texans. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that's going to do it for us here at EA Sports. This has been another presentation of Madden Ultimate Team. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.
it, so I put it on. She be in. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow, harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries to the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She bustin' to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour, give him help, yeah, get these boys out, yeah. She does it well.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Foxborough. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right to the air is Willis. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Willis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this throw will be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, 44 yards. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Willis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more. Blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap to Willis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Willis takes the snap. They're going for it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he gets this one down to the 24. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Brady. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Up the middle, it's Peterson. And room there to work it inside the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Willis looking to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Willis, 4th down here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the 5-time Pro Bowler Troy Vincent. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now Willis to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 1 now from the 21. Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really, oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home.
For the antidote, there's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal.
don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can... all day. Hey, 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 hey.
That's how I be happy. This for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I wanted was a couple mil. Make the city proud. Put it on for them. Come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian. Crash landing. In them dirty apartments. Stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest. Big time. Like the New Orleans. Real shine. Like the Paranoia. Yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palms, spilling cold 304. She don't want a 16 renegade on up, make it. Buy your trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my.
section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas. Face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random. The sneaky, if police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto would trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? Together was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlings, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warlings, real shine. Like the criminal, yeah. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh hell no. You rip my city so damn long. Just still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh VA next. Nothing next. Running up the check. See you back home, I'ma see a diva. No matter what happens, he cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I turn up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Try to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you haven't moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Sin City is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the second down and 6. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Up the middle, it's Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run with Lynch. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They try again with Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Antonio Gates from a yard out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got to.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from the 41. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw it on 1st down. Hits his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he eats a huge hit as he tries for the marker. Almost nothing after the catch that time, Brock. It's going to be 4th down. Here's a throw. He's got it to his running back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense up to the line fast. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds his man over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Working quickly here. Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Striker, 3-3, striker. Down.
Goal to go, they're passing. Has it down close.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Let's go.
McCaffrey. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. This one is up and good. And they add one on to their 1st touchdown of the contest. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Returning it from the 16. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Willis looking to throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Willis. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a big 6.
Flip mode. 9-7. Bust a bus. Hot. Check it out. Hit you with no delay, so what you
you saying, yo? Silly with your ice, grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio. You know when to violate, baby, really and truly, yo. My main thug, Bill and ain't Julio, he moody, yo. Type of brother that it with the real shook, scared to death, act, yo. X that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go. Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
Throwing on their first play. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Has it in close. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the handoff. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
2nd and 8. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Throw on 3rd down. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Simple dive up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
From the 19. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Willis now. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Chiefs take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Well, nickel has really become the base defense for...
All right now.
Hold up, what you saying? Look up, you ain't hitting no more. Fix up with a bang. Got drip when they... Chevy go up, down. You can bounce with me. Make it bounce. Make it bounce. Hey, 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 hey. Switch that flow, straight back, on them feet, bounce that, get down low, bounce, rap, yes indeed. By the telling me something, maybe I need to figure out how the hell are we cutting, I got a deed to the house, to the left of the, if you tryna do something, you gotta lead with the bounce. Make it bounce, bounce for me, make it bounce.
It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Red cycle. Green jacket. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Etienne now on 1st and 10. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. He'll try to throw here with Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And that's incomplete. They couldn't connect. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Ready. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and That's just really good team defense.
A first down throw for Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Jalen Holt, touchdown Jaguars. Now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. Past midfield. Bucky Irving. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 95 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Extra point attempt still to come. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they are unable to add on the point after. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. First and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. He's inside the 35. And they are not going to catch up. He's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The kicking team on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Irving now on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out now. 50 Fury.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. That one good for 29. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Back to throw. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Jaguars have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. What a call. Going for it this deep in your own territory, and it does not work out as planned. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he's in! Touchdown, Chiefs! And although it's just the second quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now and try to get things tied up. They'll look to throw. That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got them, and we are tied. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That one is complete to McBride. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, best possible outcome.
He's going to let this one go deep. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Again, it's Jackson. That is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jaguars. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Irving now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. Back near his goal line, Jackson. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And this will be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, It's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
On play action, here's Jackson. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. Third and long. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tried to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump. Makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
His drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They took the shot, but it doesn't pan out. They'll remain down by 1 here in the 4th quarter. So it is back to a 1-point game now in the 4th quarter as they kick it away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. On the give, it's ETN. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Down at the 12. Now a handoff, ETN, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Thomas. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, good night from Kansas City.
for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so girl, I'm so
Don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a... She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Like I'm never enough. I say I don't give up, so I keep down. Oh, slowly coming undone, yeah. I run in circles. Get back, get away. But watch me try hard anyway. It's so fake, self-hate's killing me. I know that I'm not that, and I'm sick of pretending. So sick of pretending. I need
Broski, yummy. I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G. I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this a yeah.
I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. All is getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures.
Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She took with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize, just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the lake house, the bay, watch the women. I gon' meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. Let's play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, I sun and moonin'. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute-to-service partner of Madden and the NFL. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance. You can look at metrics. You can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off. And from there, it's anybody's game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. Throwing from the gun. He'll have the first down and even more. And he pushes this up to midfield before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And they're going to have a first down. A give now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He finds Johnson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Flush down now to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. It's caught. Oh, but he only needed one hand to bring that one in. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bucky Irving now to return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. That one's complete, right side. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here. They give it to him again. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 8. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll try and punch it in. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A 9-yard rip on the ground there, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. He gets another shot here. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll throw it. Has it down close. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
They could have gone for it for sure, Kate. I'm sure there's some folks on that sideline asking why they didn't go for a touchdown. But they took what they felt like was a guaranteed 3 points. That miss is a stunning reminder. There is never a guarantee in the NFL.
Timeout taken. Looking for a throw here. Trying to hit Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This return starts at the 5. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's trying another one deep. He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the touchdown. These guys get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And these guys push their lead to 3. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's completed right side. Through the defense he goes, room to burn. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Kicking team out to try the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. PAT effort coming up. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send and fly. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Motion man left is Johnson. Airing it out to start this drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got a man left. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send and fly. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send him left out of the slot. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one's cut along the left sideline. Hits the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. And sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Fox now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Irving. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Setting up a throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. From the red zone now. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. They're going play action. Escapes out to the left. He's on the move. He'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch the lead to 23. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Rolling left, buying some time. And before he can get rid of it, he runs out of bounds. Could have just tossed it incomplete, Brock, but instead takes the sack and a big loss.
You know, that's one of those situations that you have to have awareness, right? You call it spatial awareness. You got to be conscious of the sideline and just simply get rid of the football. Looks like we saw a slight bit of panic there.
And they pick him off again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it. From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Now looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here's the snap on 4th. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. Pass play on 1st and 10. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Jalen Carter. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Got a man. Uzama has it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down just a yard shy of midfield.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you, I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. They're going for this. This ball's caught by Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Man in motion here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb, and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy. You can't tie me down, but you can whip your lovin' on me, baby. Whip your lovin' on me. I'm vanilla, baby. But I ain't no killer, baby. She 20.
I'm the one golded. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. I'm godlike. I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl. She musty. Where you flexing on IG? People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. Just don't touch me. You're ugly. These women love me. Bro, they trying to me. That's the wrong way. The wrong way. Me back. Yeah, buddy. If he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me. I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's ready, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Damn, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They dump it off to Lynch. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Now inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man, Gates. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Antonio Gates, 72 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Michael Vick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Throwing, Vick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to... And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Vick to the air again. He'll buy some time right. And he fends him off. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cedric Tillman, 41 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. 3rd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
So here's Vick following the interception. Completes it to Jennings. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Here's Vick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lynch up the middle. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. You, yellow. Blue striking.
They'll set up a throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Antonio Gates with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. They'll look to throw, and the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3.